Today, Admiral, we are tasked with taking control of the island, which is of strategic importance to us. Your HQ flagship battleship has already reached the operational area. It is an important combat unit, and its loss would mean the disorganization of our fighting forces and inevitable defeat. Left mouse click to continue. Right now, the island is controlled by enemy troops, who have to seize a seaport. And an airfield to establish air superiority in the area. Moreover, the enemy controls a small island nearby. Its capture will help us clear the area of the enemy's forces. Before your arrival, our troops managed to invade a nearby island with a seaport, which is now supplying our troops. However, there is a problem. An enemy destroyer is blocking our seaport. It has to be sunk. Choose the battleship by moving the cursor over it and left-clicking. Each ship is fitted with various guns which have a different gun range. The battleship's main guns have the longest range. To choose the main gun, move your mouse over it and left-click. Move the mouse over the enemy destroyer and left-click on it to attack. Naval units can attack with their guns twice per turn. Attack the destroyer with the main gun for the second time. Apart from the main gun, the battleship has artillery of a lesser range, the second gun. To fire it, you have to get closer to the enemy destroyer. Select second gun. Fire at the destroyer. One more volley. The enemy destroyer is damaged, but remains afloat. Let's finish it with another vessel. Select your own destroyer. Move it within firing range of the enemy vessel. Attack the enemy. Great, you've sunk the first enemy ship. Now our seaport is no longer blocked and our ships located within a supply range will be automatically supplied with ammunition and fuel at the end of a turn. Select the seaport by left-clicking on it. Look at the hexes marked with white cargo box icons. They indicate the seaport supply zone in which your naval units will be supplied. Press the end turn button. We are under attack by the enemy fleet. It has to be destroyed. The destroyer is a difficult target for the aircraft. It provides fire support against air attacks to the nearby units within the gun range of its anti-aircraft guns. As you have seen, the destroyer provided fire support for your battleship when it was attacked by the enemy bomber. Unfortunately, our destroyer has been badly damaged by the enemy artillery fire. Select your destroyer. Open the unit info screen. As you can see, every vessel has a number of ship parts. In this case, the destroyer has main gun, torpedo tube, anti-aircraft gun, depth charge, engine, and the hull. The overall durability of the ship is called total HP, and it is the sum of all ship parts HP. All incoming damage is divided among different ship parts, reducing their durability and effectiveness. All damaged ship parts except the hull are repaired over time. This happens automatically at the end of each turn. However, the hull cannot be repaired in any way until the end of the operation. If its HP reaches 0, the ship is destroyed. The ship's current maximum move points is added to all ship defenses. Shell holes and damaged engine reduce the ship move points, thus lowering all defenses. Right now, our destroyer cannot move at all as its engine has 0 HP. We cannot wait for the maintenance to repair it, as we have to move it out of combat as soon as possible. Close the unit info screen. Select the emergency repair. With its help, you can quickly remove one shell hole or fire or repair one of the ship's parts. Now select the engine for repairs. The engine is now fully operational. That means the ship can move again and its defenses are higher. It is time to disengage our destroyer and move it away at a safe distance from the enemy fleet. The enemy bombers are still threatening our fleet. It is time to eliminate them. Select your battleship. Select its anti-aircraft artillery. Fire 2 times at the enemy bomber. Excellent. Now it is time we carry out a retaliation strike against the enemy fleet. However, we have to ensure our battleship has more effective ammunition first. Move your battleship next to a seaport. Open the unit info screen. Left-click on the Equipment tab. The first equipment slot is currently used for Marine Squad, so you'll have to choose the second one. Now select the armor-piercing shells. Press the Acquire button. Close the unit info screen. Now activate the armor-piercing shells. Cannot attack the enemy battleship with your aircraft and submarines effectively until you've taken out the destroyer covering it. Use your battleship's artillery to do it. Select the main gun. Fire. Once again. One more enemy vessel sunk. However, this time the distance allowed the enemy to open return fire. We have to evaluate the damage it managed to inflict upon our battleship. Open the unit info screen. As you can see, its anti-aircraft gun and second gun were damaged. Note that the engine, the hull, and the main gun are unscathed. Destroyer's artillery is not powerful enough to hit them through the battleship's armored deck protection. Close the unit info screen. Now select the submarine. Bring it closer to the enemy battleship. Attack the battleship. Your submarine has just performed a successful torpedo attack. Let's look at the results. Select the enemy battleship. Open its unit info screen. Scroll down to see the bottom row of icons. Torpedoes deal damage exclusively to the ship hull. As you can see, the enemy hull was damaged and the ship got a shell hole. Each shell hole deals additional 1 damage to the hull at the end of each turn and reduces its move points by 1. The less move points your ship has, the lower its defense becomes. However, only current maximum move points are taken into account, which means that ship movement and the number of move points remaining do not affect its defenses. Close the unit info screen. It is time we conduct an airstrike against the enemy. Select the aircraft carrier where your tactical bombers are based. The main weapon of the carrier is its air force. It can be comprised of carrier-based fighters, dive bombers, and torpedo bombers. Select the SPD-3 Dauntless dive bomber at the units panel at the bottom of the screen. Open the unit info screen of the dive bomber. Select the equipment tab. Select the incendiary bombs. Press the acquire button. Close the unit info screen. Activate the incendiary bombs. Now attack the enemy battleship with your dive bomber. Dive bombers can choose to attack specific ship parts of the enemy vessel. Right now, we better weaken the battleship's anti-aircraft guns. Select its anti-aircraft gun to attack. Move your bomber to an adjacent hex to free up space for the next aircraft attack. Having destroyed the enemy anti-aircraft defenses, we can now attack it with our torpedo bombers. Torpedoes deal damage to the hull exclusively. However, the bomber is very vulnerable during and after the torpedo attacks. Select the first torpedo bomber. You can attack with torpedoes from an adjacent hex. However, if you drop it from the same hex as your target, the damage will be higher. Move your torpedo bomber into the hex with the enemy battleship. Attack the enemy vessel. Move your bomber to an adjacent hex to free up space for the next aircraft attack. Select the next torpedo bomber. Move your torpedo bomber into the hex with the enemy battleship. Attack the battleship. Move your bomber to an adjacent hex to free up space for the next aircraft attack. Select the next torpedo bomber. Move your torpedo bomber into the hex with the enemy battleship. Attack the battleship. Sinking the battleship is no easy task, but you did it. The enemy fleet is destroyed. For destroying enemy units, completing secondary objectives, capturing the infrastructure, and capturing enemy units, you gain prestige. It can be spent on acquiring new units and equipment, as well as reinforcement of your troops. Now you have enough prestige to strengthen your fleet. Select the prestige indicator with left click. You have opened the Acquire Units tab. Now select the Clemson class destroyer. Press the Acquire button. Close the tab. Now let's deploy the newly acquired destroyer. Press the Reserve button. New units can be deployed to the deploy hexes. Select Deploy it into the specified hex. Press the Enter button. Our battleship was torpedoed. Apparently an enemy submarine is nearby. We cannot identify its precise location without sonar. Select the destroyer. Move it to the location where the torpedo attack was carried out. Use sonar. Nothing. The enemy submarine probably left this location right after the attack, but it could not retreat far. We have to continue the search. Select the newly acquired destroyer. Bring it to the assumed location of the enemy submarine. Use sonar again. This time, we're going to find it for sure. Enemy submarine located. Select the depth charge and attack it. Attack it with the depth charge again. Now select torpedoes and attack again. Because of the nighttime, all units' damage is greatly reduced. The cunning enemy has planned his attack in such a way that it is difficult for us to retaliate effectively with our destroyers. Fortunately, we can still try to finish off the damaged enemy submarine with our torpedo bombers. Select a torpedo bomber. Nighttime imposes a significant penalty to all attacks. However, this torpedo bomber is equipped with radar, which reduces the nighttime penalty by half. Move your aircraft right on top of the enemy submarine to maximize the damage. Launch torpedo. The enemy submarine has been sunk. Our torpedo bomber is now out of torpedoes. In order to rearm it, you have to land in an airfield. In case of carrier-based aviation, you can also land on a carrier. Furthermore, some of the planes in this unit were damaged during the attack against the enemy battleship. Open the unit info screen. Below the unit picture you can see two lines, damage and strength. Right now, they indicate that the unit has 8/10 of its strength in a combat-ready state. A tenth are temporarily out of combat due to damaged aircraft. The remaining tenth was unfortunately lost in battle. Upon landing on a carrier or airfield, the unit will restore the damaged ones by adding the number of damage to the unit's strength. Close the unit info screen. Now land your aircraft on a carrier. To do that, press the Fly to the nearest airfield or carrier button. Open the unit info screen again. Look, the damaged planes are restored and now unit strength is 9/10. However, the ones killed in action by lethal damage cannot be restored. The lost strength will be renewed automatically between the operations or can be renewed manually at an airfield by using reinforcement, although at a higher prestige cost. Your other torpedo bombers which attacked the battleship also received some damage. You have to land them on the carrier to restore their strength and also to resupply them with ammunition and fuel. Select the carrier. Bring it next to the torpedo bombers. Select each of the torpedo bombers and order them to fly to the nearest airfield. In the case of carrier-based aviation, the carriers act as the mobile airfields. Our next task is to capture the enemy island. We have to capture the seaport and the maritime hub. First, we have to scout the enemy's defenses. For that, we can use a float-equipped reconnaissance seaplane available on board each capital ship. Select the battleship. Select the seaplane. Now launch it. Send the seaplane to scout the area around the enemy-controlled island. Reconnaissance has detected the enemy forces beyond the island. However, due to night, the seaplane's spotting range was lowered. That is why we could not clearly identify the exact number of enemy units and their type. We have to get better information about the enemy. However, you can only launch one seaplane per turn. It is good to have another scouting tool, the HQ skill Air Recon. Press the command points indicator at the top right corner of the screen. Select the Air Recon skill. Send the reconnaissance plane to scout the enemy forces. Note that it flies 3 hexes, scouting the area around them. Of reconnaissance, the enemy forces were identified as a carrier stocked with 2 fighter aircraft units. We have to sink the carrier. This is an extremely important target. Unfortunately, your fighter aircraft are not equipped with radar, so an attack at night would put them at a disadvantage. The best course of action would be to approach the enemy troops during the night and then attack them during the daytime. Select the carrier. Next to the enemy units. Do not worry, it'll be difficult for the enemy to locate your carrier at night. Press the end turn button. Fighter aircraft cover prevents us from attacking the carrier with aircraft. Moreover, 2 fighter aircraft next to each other are an extremely tough target as they cover each other. We would have to employ a special tactic. Link one of the fighters in an aerial combat, at the same time taking down the other one. Fortunately, our fighters have enough experience from previous action so we can level them up and learn the required skills. First, you should weaken the enemy units by anti-aircraft fire. Select your carrier. Bring it closer to the enemy aircraft. Select its anti-aircraft gun. Attack the enemy fighter plane located above the carrier. Repeat the attack. The carrier's main gun is a dual-purpose gun, so it can fire on both naval and air targets. Select it. Attack the enemy fighter. Once again. Now we can finish off the enemy air force with our aircraft. First off, we have to take out the aircraft above the carrier to make sure our bombers can attack it afterwards. Select the first fighter. Open its unit info screen. Select the level up tab. Select the link the fight skill. Press the level up button. Close the unit info screen. Now activate the newly learned skill on the unit's actions panel. Launch your aircraft. Link the enemy fighter in the aerial combat. Select the second fighter. Open its unit info screen. Select the level up tab. Select the boom and zoom skill. Press the level up button. Close the unit info screen. Now activate the boom and zoom skill on the unit. Launch the aircraft. Attack the enemy fighter. Select your last fighter. Open its unit info screen. Select the level up tab. Select the boom and zoom skill. Press the level up button. Close the unit info screen. Activate the boom and zoom skill on the unit's. Launch the aircraft. Attack the enemy fighter. To sink the enemy carrier, you should attack with the submarine first, to lower the carrier's defenses by applying a shell hole. Select the submarine. Move it next to the enemy carrier and attack it with torpedoes. It is better to rearm the dive bomber with armor-piercing bombs to sink the enemy carrier. Armor-piercing bombs deal damage only to the hull, the engine, and the main gun, while incendiary bombs deal double damage to all ship parts except the hull, the engine, and the main gun, and they also start a fire. Select the carrier where the dive bomber is located. Select the dive bomber. Open its unit info screen. Select the equipment tab. Select the armor-piercing bombs. Press the acquire button. Now the bomber received the armor-piercing. Activate the armor-piercing bombs. Attack the enemy carrier. Instead of choosing any individual ship part, select an ordinary attack to maximize the damage to the hull. Move aircraft to the side. It is time for our main striking force to make its move. Select the torpedo bomber. Move it right next to the carrier. Attack with the torpedo. Move the aircraft away. Select the second torpedo bomber. Move it next to the carrier. launch the torpedo. Excellent. The enemy carrier has been sunk. We have to continue with the invasion of the island. In order to not risk the lives of our ground troops, you should attack the enemy infantry with naval artillery first. The destroyer's main gun is not very effective against well-entrenched ground units on the land, especially infantry. However, you have a bigger caliber artillery at your disposal. Select the battleship. Move it closer to the island and send the reconnaissance seaplane to scout the coast. As you can see, the enemy unit defending the seaport is entrenched. What we can do is reduce the enemy's level of entrenchment by attacking with our second gun first, and then finish off the enemy infantry with a main gun bombardment. Select the battleship again. Choose the second gun and bombard the enemy infantry twice. Select the main gun and destroy the infantry. Destroyed and the seaport is now empty. Note that the seaport has 2 HP now. Infrastructure with 50% HP or less is no longer functional. However, it restores 20% HP per turn. Now we have to capture the infrastructure on the island. As there is no enemy resistance left, we can use our small marine squad which we have on board our battleship. Select the marine squad. The Marine squad aboard the battleship is too little for a serious assault. However, it can quickly occupy coastal infrastructure once the enemy resistance has been put to an end. Land the Marine squad at the seaport. Capture the maritime hub. Congratulations! You have successfully occupied the enemy island. Press the enter button. The time has come for the invasion of our landing forces on the main island of the enemy. Defeat its garrison and capture the airfield. Due to being linked in the fight, the enemy fighter did not move on his turn. Finish it off with your fighter using the boom and zoom skill. Conduct air reconnaissance of the island. The air reconnaissance was prevented by the enemy anti-aircraft fire from the ground. This area is covered by anti-aircraft artillery. We have to use a special tactic to deal with it. Select the fighter aircraft and activate the Overwatch breakthrough skill. Activate the afterburner skill as well to receive less damage from the enemy anti-aircraft fire. Now attack the enemy anti-aircraft unit. As you can see, the enemy AA gun attacked our aircraft and stopped its movement. However, due to the Overwatch breakthrough skill, the aircraft can now continue the movement and carry out an attack. Command it to attack the enemy AA gun. If the fighter moved and attacked a ground unit, it can then move aside to allow other aircraft to attack the same target. Move your fighter to the side. Select the enemy anti-aircraft unit and open its unit info screen. Note that the Overwatch air skill is now crossed out. Usually the unit with this skill automatically attacks enemy air units entering its firing zone. However, due to our fighter's attack, this unit has lost the ability to overwatch until the end of turn. Close the unit info screen. Attack the AA unit with your second fighter, and do not forget to use the afterburner skill to reduce the damage from the enemy fire. Now we have to invade the island with our troops and fighting forces. Select the transport ship with Marines. The infantry without heavy equipment can land on the following types of terrain: clear and shallows. Maneuver the transport ship to the coast. Press the disembarkation icon. Select the nearby hex with shallows terrain. Enter the city with your Marines and attack the enemy anti-aircraft gun. Being left without the combat-ready soldiers, the enemy unit has retreated. If we attack it again, it'll be destroyed or will surrender. Note that after defeating the enemy in close combat, your unit can occupy the hex where the enemy was. Move into the hex with a seaport. Heavy units can disembark only at a seaport. Once it has been captured, we can then disembark our tanks and artillery on the island. Select the transport ship with artillery. You can disembark your troops in any hex adjacent to a seaport. Since the artillery has longer gun range and is vulnerable in close combat, we should disembark it further from the enemy units while capturing the maritime hub at the same time. Disembark the artillery unit. Attack the enemy infantry at an airfield. Our artillery has damaged not only the infantry, but also the airfield it was defending. At the end of the turn, all infrastructure restores 20% of its HP. However, we should not deal further damage to that airfield as it can be used by us. We have to redeploy our infantry unit from our base to the front lines. Select the infantry unit. Because the unit does not have any heavy equipment or ground transport, it can be transported by seaplane. Press the embark button, then select embark seaplane. Board the seaplane, then move the seaplane to the island occupied by the enemy. Then land your troops in shallows. Your unit does not have enough move points left to attack the enemy infantry. Level up your unit and learn force march skill like you did with the aircraft. Excellent. Now activate the newly learned skill, move next to the enemy unit, and attack it. Let's continue with the offensive. Select the transport ship with the tank unit. Bring it closer to the seaport and conduct the landing. Move your tank unit next to an enemy and attack it. All the enemy units have been eliminated. You have completed the last objective. The more objectives you complete, the more victory points you will gain for this operation. Victory points can be spent to learn new HQ skills, like the air reconnaissance skill we used in this operation. Note that your tank unit can now move and attack again due to the overrun skill. It is a special skill of a tank unit which is triggered every time you destroy the enemy unit, or force it to retreat or surrender. Capture the airfield. Admiral, the seaport and airfield have been captured. This territory is now under our control. Congratulations with the victory in this operation. You've completed all the main objectives. The victory progress screen allows you to learn the detailed information on your achievements, losses, and prestige you have gained. You can hover your mouse cursor over each line to learn more about it. Upon completion of all main objectives, you can finish the operation. However, you can also continue the operation to finish all the secondary objectives and improve your results. Although you should remember that it works both ways, and you can worsen your results if you waste too much time or lose more units in the process. Press the Return to Game button. You already know about the restoration of the aircraft units upon landing on a carrier or an airfield. Now it is time to use reinforcement to replace the lost strength of a unit. This can be done only at an airfield. Select the bomber, move it to the airfield, and land it. Select the HQ Skills icon. Select the reinforcement icon. Press the reinforcement button. Close the HQ Skills panel. Open the Bomber's Unit info screen. The fighter unit has been reinforced. You can reinforce ground units in the same way within an infrastructure service zone. However, you should bear in mind that during the operation, the reinforcements cost 50% of the unit cost and prestige, while at the end of the operation, all units are reinforced automatically at only 20% of the unit's cost. That is more advantageous, so you should use reinforcement during the operation prudently. Close the operation screen. This is the end of the tutorial operation. You'll learn more about the different types of units, their skills, equipment, and tactics in practice during the future operations. If you have any further questions, you can also consult the manual in the game menu. To finish the operation, press the Victory Progress bar at the top left corner of the screen, and then press the Finish Operation button. Good luck in future battles, sir.
World War I morphed into civil war. The newborn communist state had to defeat its enemies or die. The communists survived this deadly struggle, and the Soviet Union was able to raise its head among the nations. But that was far from the end of communist struggle. Repeated attempts were made to strangle the young country, many instigated or outright supported by the capitalist powers. In those years, the growth and modernization of the Red Army was the lifeblood of the Soviet Union's very survival. By the late 1930s, the Red Army had massively increased its theoretical combat power. But in reality, starting in 1937, Communist purges turned against the Soviet military, and tens of thousands of leading officers were arrested and accused of disloyalty to the Soviet state, conspiracy, and even attempted coup. Despite flimsy or sometimes absolutely lacking evidence, thousands were executed. You take the role of Georgy Zhukov, a talented Russian officer who made it through the purges alive, but who now faces a future of unprecedented danger and difficulty. You must strike a precarious balance between Stalin's will and Soviet soldiers' lives. Above all else, you must ensure motherland's survival against all enemies. It is your duty to ensure that the Soviet people live to see another day. Good luck, comrade.
Comrade Rokossovsky, I have always considered you a very talented officer.
Thank you for your trust, Comrade Voroshilov.
Until recently, I was planning to promote you to ComCorps rank.
Why did you change your mind, Comrade Voroshilov?
Our ever-vigilant state security has uncovered some horrific facts about you, comrade.
You have been spying for both Japan and Poland. I have signed confessions from traitors to the state that prove it. Confess your crimes.
What is this nonsense? I served the Soviet Union faithfully and honorably.
You can lie to your cellmates, Rokossovsky. You are under arrest. The punishment for high treason is death. Rokossovsky, this is your last chance. Tell us who else was in on this conspiracy of yours.
I am innocent. I am not going to falsely accuse my comrades.
You have only to sign this confession to avoid the worst consequences. Well, if you are not with us, then you are against us. Let it be on your head. Ready? Aim! Fire!
Comrade Zhukov, I have always considered you a very talented officer.
Thank you, Comrade Voroshilov.
These are troublesome times. The motherland needs more such exemplary officers.
Unfortunately, Comrade Voroshilov, as we have seen, not all exemplary officers are truly loyal to the motherland.
Comrade Zhukov, the Japanese Imperial Army has suddenly invaded our ally, the Mongolian People's Republic. They started out with some border clashes, but now they are trying to grab territory.
It is our sacred duty to protect our socialist Mongol brothers. We must teach these Japanese militarists a harsh lesson.
Comrade Zhukov, I order you to travel to Mongolia at once. Inspect our troops there. Take over operational command if necessary.
It is an honor, Comrade Voroshilov.
Good luck, comrade. I will be waiting for some good news for a change.
I also will be waiting for reports of your diligent and loyal service to the motherland, Comrade Zhukov. Ready? Aim! Fire! You will sign the confession, Rakosowski. Or next time, we shoot you for real.
Save your breath, comrade. I won't betray my fellow officers.
We shall see, comrade. Take him back to his cell.
Comrade Zhukov, several days ago the Japanese have invaded the Mongolian People's Republic. The Soviet Union has promised to defend her from any foreign aggression. Now the Red Army has been ordered to repel that treacherous attack. With a special order, Comrade Stalin has appointed you the commander of the 57th Special Rifle Corps. Your men are deployed in Mongolia.
Comrade People's Commissar for Defense, please brief me on the operational situation.
The Japanese are attacking from the puppet state Manchukuo. They have violated the Mongolian border and occupied the eastern bank of the Halkhin-Gole River, with the exception of a single bridgehead we have on the eastern riverbank. Fighting is severe, but our boys are holding. Thanks to that, we have a chance to organize a counteroffensive and throw the samurai out of Mongolia.
Do not forget, our bridgehead is under very serious pressure. Intelligence collected by my agents indicates that the Japanese have concentrated significant forces close to the supply depot of the 23rd Division. It looks like the Japanese are preparing for a decisive assault on our positions.
Thank you for the information, Comrade People's Commissar of State Security. In this case, I must call for reinforcements. At this moment, I am in desperate need of tank units.
The first reinforcements will arrive tomorrow. But for now, you will have to kill the enemy with the forces you have. Our bridgehead must remain in our hands at all costs. Remember, the best defense is a good offense. As soon as the opportunity arises, counterattack and eliminate the samurai threatening our bridgehead. Fight bravely and skillfully. Remember, you are fighting for our Soviet workers and for our great leader, Comrade Stalin.
Your forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core unit strength indicator is green and round shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection. Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit has attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely. Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
Firing the heavy caliber!
Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
Barrage inbound.
Anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks.
Standing by for orders.
Anti-tank gun, awaiting orders.
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a tough target for the enemy assault.
Fix bayonets.
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides you with full intelligence information regarding the presence of enemy forces, thus making your attack more effective. A reconnaissance unit can move several times per turn, as long as it has move points left. Once the reconnaissance unit notices the enemy, it automatically stops and then can move again. If an enemy surrenders to your reconnaissance unit, it gains full information about all the enemy units nearby.
I see movement. Getting there.
This unit has heavy equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport.
Your reinforcements, Comrade Zhukov, as requested. I kept my word. Now it's up to you to see this operation through.
Thank you, Comrade People's Commissar for Defense. This gives me enough to kick those samurai in the teeth like they deserve. Their units probably haven't had time to dig in. On these open plains, our tanks will make short work of them. What is your order? Your orders?
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6 levels of entrenchment. Each level of entrenchment increases all defenses by 1. The unit loses all levels of entrenchment when it moves. Naval and aircraft units cannot gain entrenchment. Each attack against an entrenched unit reduces the entrenchment level by 1.
One good shot is all we need.
Aim well, hit hard.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are 2 types of damage, lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored. Naval units always receive only lethal damage. However, they have multiple ship parts with their corresponding HP, thus damage against them is split. Ship parts except the hull are repaired over time by ship maintenance. Hull HP cannot be restored in any way during the operation.
Guns of the Soviet Union.
Where to now, Comrade Commander?
We'll punch right through them.
Recon team, standing by. Recon team ready.
Tank crew on standby.
You can hide, but you can't run from a shell.
Ready to crack some tin cans open.
Ready and able. Shoot them dead.
Recon team awaiting orders.
Motherland's armor!
When in doubt, improvise. Hidden enemy up ahead. Oh, I see you. Recon team, standing by. We'll get there quietly.
Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. We fight together, we die together. Ready to roll all over them. What is your command? Ready the high explosives!
Beware the fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy troops with an artillery unit nearby.
Ready to roll all over them. Adjusting sights.
What is your order?
Infantry, waiting for orders.
What is your command? Taking aim! Yep, I see them scattering. Taking aim! Target destroyed! Excellent shooting! Understood.
Your unit has just triggered an overrun skill. Every time a unit with an overrun skill defeats an enemy unit, it gains the ability to move and attack again.
We'll blast them to pieces.
Tank busters, armed and ready. Quick, to the new coordinates.
Motherland's armor!
Guns cleaned and ready.
Swift and deadly. India improvise. Team engage. Be gentle.
Just point the gun towards the enemy. Ready to roll all over them. Firing the heavy caliber. Standing by for orders. Taking aim.
Quiet as a stalking cat. Spotted the enemy.
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone. The delivery of supplies to the unit has been stopped. The supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Count team ready.
They'll regret coming to our land.
Infantry, form up.
For the motherland! Load up!
Guns of the Soviet Union.
Anti-tank gun, ready for duty.
Quiet as a stalking cat. At once, Comrade Commander. We're attacking. Improvise. We've repelled the Japanese attack on our bridgehead. We hammered those capitalist samurai.
Comrades, now is not the time to celebrate. My agents say the Japanese have now crossed the Halhkin-Gole near the Saigon Mountain. They are digging in there. The samurai can strike at your rear at any moment.
Zhukov, just crush them with our mighty tanks and be done with it.
We can't just throw our tanks at the Japs. The samurai will burn them. First, we need to soften up their infantry with attacks from the air. Then we should send in the tanks. but only with the support of our own infantry.
You are far too timid for a cavalry commander. You underestimate the bravery of the workers' and peasants' Red Army. Have you forgotten how we smashed the White Guards in the Civil War with nothing but cold steel and rifles? But do as you wish. I hope the units you have will be enough to storm Bain Sagan.
Where to now, Comrade Commander? Standing by for orders. At once, Comrade Commander. We fight together, we die together.
Here to hunt some tough crabs.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
We fight together, we die together.
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
Recon team standing by.
They'll regret coming to our land. Just point the gun towards the enemy.
What is your order?
Motherland's armor!
Recon team standing by. Intel improvise. Time to remember land navigation.
We fight together, we die together.
This is a long-range bomber. It has higher fuel capacity and more defense, but lower attack parameters due to the higher altitude of bombing runs. Such bombers are better escorted with long-range fighters, or fighters fitted with extra fuel tanks during their long-range missions.
Your orders?
Just tell us the coordinates. standing by. They'll hear it coming.
Frontoviki, attention.
Can you hear the thunder?
Damn, it's cold up here.
Aerial bombs are girls' best friends.
Attacking.
Watch out, it's anti-aircraft overwatch fire. It is costly to attack the enemy positions protected by anti-aircraft units. Try making a preliminary attack on the enemy anti-aircraft units to disable their overwatch ability before sending any aircraft squadrons to engage them.
Angle of approach corrected.
Aerial bombs are girls' best friends. Ready to do our part for the victory. Death from above. En route. Can you hear the thunder? Bombs away! Understood. Flying there now. Flying a bomber is one hell of emancipation.
We fight together, we die together.
Recon team standing by. Getting there.
The village of Jinjin Sume lies at the intersection of several strategic routes. It is a point that the Japanese could use as a springboard for attack. It must be cleared of enemy units.
Your orders? Time to remember land navigation. They won't hear it coming.
Hope we have enough ammo.
What is your command?
Artillery, standing by.
Tank busters, standing by.
It's a tough job, but the view is 1,000,000 rubles.
Tank crew awaiting orders.
Guns of the Soviet Union. Hit them!
Soviet bombers ready for duty.
We can see the whole front from up here. You're done for. Swooping in for the kill. What's the weather forecast? When in doubt, improvise. Recon team awaiting orders. Damn, it's cold up here. Understood.
Your aircraft is running out of fuel. In order to refuel, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within a supply zone. Carrier-based aviation can use carriers as an airfield.
Fuel tank is almost empty.
Ready to do our part for the victory. Bomber squadron awaiting orders. Bomber squadron at your command. At once. No keeping us on the home front. Target confirmed. Hit them. They're fleeing the bombing area.
Swift and deadly. Recon team standing by. Wait for a clear shot. Recon team awaiting orders. They're leaving our line of sight.
Just point the gun towards the enemy. Adjusting sights.
Aim well, hit hard.
They'll regret coming to our land. Blast them! Hit confirmed! Don't let me down now, Tin Can!
When in doubt, improvise. Make your ammo count. Area secured. The Japanese that grabbed Bain Sagan are completely destroyed. Those samurai will remember this lesson for a long time.
Congratulations! Now we have to push the Japanese invaders out of Mongolia. You must advance to the northeast and capture the 23rd Infantry Division supply depot and the Nomonhan Board Obo stone cairn that marks the Manchukuo-Mongolian border.
My reports indicate fresh Japanese troops are preparing to cross the Halhkin-Gole north of the Bain Saigon. If you don't stop them, this war is lost!
Thank you for the warning, Comrade Beria. We'll welcome the samurai in proper Red Army style. Let them try to cross the Halhkin-Gole. They will drown there.
Motherland's armor!
Make your ammo count.
Just keep enemy fighters off us.
They'll regret coming to our land. Blast them! Kill confirmed! Reloading! Adjusting sights! They'll regret coming to our land.
I see movement. Strategic superiority achieved.
You have captured an enemy supply point intact. It can now be used to supply your troops.
Make your ammo count.
Where to now, Comrade Commander?
Bomb squadron awaiting orders. Aerial bombs are girls' best friends. Can you hear the thunder? Moving to coordinates.
Hope our folks back home are all right.
Quiet as a stalking cat.
Aircraft unit has sustained heavy losses. You need to land it at an airfield within a supply zone for repairs. This unit has run out of ammunition. Move it within the supply zone to resupply it. Supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
It seems like the Japanese fighter pilots are getting an upper hand against our aircraft. How did they learn to fly like that?
That won't last. We won't let samurai fly circles around Soviet pilots. I am sending you a squadron of our finest aces and also a crack unit of anti-aircraft artillery. That's all you should need to get air superiority. Stalin's Falcons will teach the Japanese a lesson in aerobatics.
Fuel tank is almost empty. Should we expect resistance? Here to hunt some top brass. Hidden enemy up ahead. When in doubt, improvise.
Packed with proletarian fury. Heavy caliber has arrived. Moving as ordered.
Standing by for orders. Is that where the fighting is?
Aerial bombs are girls' best friends. They're in for the thrill.
What's the weather forecast? The old men are going into battle. Target destroyed.
Ready to do our part for the victory. Unload out the bombs!
Damn, it's cold up here. Motherland's finest.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
Target locked! Shoot!
Just point the gun towards the enemy. They'll regret coming to our land. 2, 3, fire!
No ammo left. Improvise. They won't hear it coming. Team, let's show some professionalism. Drop them. Don't tell me we had only one compass.
Where to now, Comrade Commander? Tank crew on standby. Hit confirmed. Be there in a minute, Comrade Commander.
Aim well, hit hard.
Fear the Soviet Air Force. They're in for the thrill. Gunners, don't sleep.
The sky is ours. Death from above. They're running for their lives.
We'll keep the enemy off our Falcons.
No ammo left. Improvise. Spotted the enemy. Should we engage?
Motherland's armor! Tank crew on standby. What is your command? Burning diesel. Tank crew awaiting orders.
Recon team ready. No ammo left. Improvise. Spotted the enemy. Should we engage?
One good shot is all we need.
I dropped out of pilot school. Ironic. Hope our folks back home are all right. Begin the bombardment.
What's your command? Front of a key. Attention.
Sky is clear. Good day for a fight. Fighters of the Soviet Air Force. We can see the whole front from up here. Be there in a moment.
Ready to do our part for the victory. We're almost out of bombs. Flying a bomber is one hell of emancipation.
Artillery standing by.
What is your order? I see movement. We'll get there quietly.
Aim well, hit hard. Barrage inbound. Let's find some enemy planes to shoot. Clip that bird's wings. You are going down.
Flying like a bird. Wish Ma and Pa could see this. For the motherland. They're running for their lives.
Motherland's armor!
Nobody expects a Soviet bombing raid.
Stalin's Falcons. Strafing them. Enemy destroyed.
Flying a bomber is one hell of emancipation. . Moving to coordinates. Bomb squadron at your command.
All guns cleaned and pointed high. Moving to the new position. Hope our folks back home are all right. Hit them!
Aerial bombs are girls' best friends. Unload the bombs! Pay attention. This isn't flight school anymore.
Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. Blast them! Blasted to pieces! Burning diesel.
Guns cleaned and ready.
Here to hunt some top brass. Spotted the enemy. Should we engage? Flying like a bird. Wish Ma and Pa could see this.
For the motherland! Load up! What is your command? Adjusting sights!
Our knives are sharp. We can see the whole front from up here. Be there in a moment.
We fight together, we die together. Standing by for orders. Tank reporting for duty. Tank crew awaiting orders.
Our knives are sharp. Yes, Comrade Commander. Last thing they'll ever see. Quiet as a stalking cat. Drop them!
Our aim won't falter.
They'll hear it coming. Heavy caliber has arrived.
Front of a key, awaiting orders.
The sky is ours.
Aerial bombs are girls' best friends.
This unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the service zone where it can be reinforced. The service zone is a 1 hex range around an infrastructure.
Comrades! My agents report a plane carrying a Japanese high-ranking officer crashed near the Hulatulainobo mountain. Secure the wreck site. Search the area. You might find something interesting.
they won't hear it coming.
Flying the bomber is one hell of emancipation. Death from above. En route.
Artillery standing by. Barrage inbound.
Where to now, Comrade Commander? Opening fire! Hit confirmed! Blast them!
Your orders?
Hope our folks back home are all right.
Team, engage. Be gentle.
Flying the bomber is one hell of emancipation.
Fighter squadron reporting in. Attacking. Flying there.
Bomb chute loaded to the brim. Rain down high explosives. Gunners don't sleep.
Tank crew on standby.
Recon team awaiting orders.
Tank crew awaiting orders. They'll regret coming to our land. Don't let me down now, Tin Can. Motherland's armor. Don't let me down now, Tin Can.
The sky is ours. Death from above. Orders received. Our knives are sharp.
Motherland's armor.
We're almost out of bombs.
The sky is ours. For the motherland.
Artillery standing by. Hit them!
Swift and deadly. Swift and deadly.
Weather forecast, high chance of flak. Fire at the target. They'll hear it coming. Guns cleaned and ready.
Infantry, waiting for orders.
Damn, it's cold up here.
We fight together, we die together. Just point the gun towards the enemy.
You've been erased.
Blasted to pieces. Kill confirmed. Reloading.
Bombs! Unload the bombs!
Your aircraft are out of ammunition. In order to rearm, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within supply zone. Carrier-based aircraft can use carriers as an airfield.
Understood. Flying there now.
Ready to roll all over them. Kill confirmed. Reloading. Is that where the fighting is?
Your orders?
Guns of the Soviet Union. Moving out.
Just point the gun towards the enemy. They'll regret coming to our land. Tank crew on standby.
Our knives are sharp. No hesitation.
Bomb chute's empty.
Chewing through ammo fast.
We're almost out of bombs.
Chewing through ammo fast. Chewing through ammo fast. Chewing through ammo fast.
Bomb chute's empty.
All systems normal.
Soviet bombers ready for duty.
AA battery reporting.
Standing by for orders. Taking aim.
Here to hunt some tough grass.
Tank crew on standby. Firing
a heavy caliber!
Be careful when you send your tanks into city, mountain, and forest terrain. If they run into enemy infantry, any skirmish will likely result in heavy losses due to close quarters.
Here to keep the sky clear.
Just point the gun towards the enemy.
Our knives are sharp.
AA guns awaiting orders.
Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing.
Prepare to move out.
We can see the whole front from up here. Last thing they'll ever see. Hidden enemy up ahead. Recon team awaiting orders. Get there. Recon team awaiting orders.
Planes may fly differently, but they fall the same way. Guns cleaned and ready. Begin the bombardment.
What's your command?
Sky is clear. Good day for a fight.
Flying the bomber is one hell of emancipation.
Tank crew awaiting orders.
Motherland's finest.
We fight together, we die together.
The Japanese attempt to cross the Halkhim-Gole has failed. Now the initiative is totally on our side. Last thing they'll see.
Packed with proletarian fury. Geez, I hope there are no hills in the way.
Last thing they'll see. Don't tell me we had only one compass. We'll get there quick.
Ready to roll all over them. Covering ground. Where to now, Comrade Commander?
Fighter squadron reporting in.
Guns cleaned and ready.
When in doubt, improvise. Moving out.
One good shot is all we need.
away to those coordinates. Aim well, hit hard.
Prepare to move out.
We can see the whole front from up here. It's a tough job, but the view is a million rubles. It's a tough job, but the view is a million rubles. Should we expect resistance? Let's go, eyes peeled.
Heavy caliber has arrived.
The sky is ours. Understood. The sky is ours.
Bomber squadron at your command. Casting shadows. Ready to do our part for the victory. Party in the clouds.
Guns of the Soviet Union.
What is your command?
Recon team standing by. When in doubt, improvise.
Heavy caliber has arrived.
Fighters of the Soviet Air Force.
What is your command?
Last thing they'll ever see. At once, Comrade Commander. Strategic superiority achieved.
Bomber squadron awaiting orders.
Artillery standing by. Fire from the sky!
What's the weather forecast? Say your prayers.
chute loaded to the brim. Unload the bombs! Pay attention, this isn't flight school anymore.
Flying like a bird. Wish my pop could see this. Faster than the wind.
No keeping us on the home front. Must be awful to be on the ground right now. They are scattering like ants. Casting shadows.
Last thing they'll ever see.
They'll learn to fear us.
Quiet as a stalking cat. Don't tell me we had only one compass. Drop them! Target eliminated. All systems normal. Angle of approach corrected. It's a tough job, but the view is 1,000,000 rubles. Death from above. The sky is ours.
Tank reporting for duty. Tank reporting for duty. Burning diesel. Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing.
What is your order? Their disguise is shameful. Moving out. Recon team standing by.
Tank crew on standby. The ground will shake.
Aim well, hit hard. Moving as ordered.
Ready to roll all over them. The ground will shake.
All systems normal.
Motherland's armor. For the motherland. Load up.
Aim well, hit hard.
Hope we have enough ammo.
Fighter squadron reporting in.
Bomb chute loaded to the brim.
They'll regret coming to our land.
They won't hear it coming.
bomb chute loaded to the brim.
Just point the gun towards the enemy. They'll regret coming to our land.
They are scattering like crows.
All systems normal. Swooping in for the kill. Strafing run successful. Recon team awaiting orders. When in doubt, improvise.
Our aircraft can now use this airfield.
Standing by for orders.
Guns of the Soviet Union.
Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing.
Motherland's finest. Fighters of the Soviet Air Force.
Bomber squadron at your command. Open the bomb chute.
It's a tough job, but the view is 1,000,000 rubles.
Ready to roll all over them.
They'll learn to fear us.
Fighter squadron reporting in. Bird of Steel going in for the kill. Understood.
Just point the gun towards the enemy. Blasted to pieces.
The Japanese are getting reinforcements on the Mongolian border. Prepare for the enemy counterattack.
We beat them before. This time will be no different.
Fear the Soviet Air Force. Let's seal their fate. Bomber squadron awaiting orders. Flying the bomber is one hell of emancipation.
Flying like a bird. Wish ma and pa could see this. You're done for. They're running for their lives.
Tank crew awaiting orders.
Artillery standing by.
Standing by for orders. We don't need roads. We're in a tank.
Recon team standing by. No hesitation. Yes, Comrade Commander.
You can hide, but you can't run from a shell.
Tanks ain't afraid of no dirt.
Aim well, hit hard. Taking a new position. For the motherland, fire!
Tank crew awaiting orders.
Quiet as a stalking cat. Recon team awaiting orders. No hesitation.
We fight together, we die together. At once, Comrade Commander. Tank reporting for duty. Covering ground.
Ready to down some planes. Order received. Moving.
Ready to roll all over them.
Pick your targets and fire. Target eliminated. Let's go, eyes peeled. Recon team ready. Yes, Comrade Commander. Swift and deadly.
Ready to crack some tin cans open. At once, Comrade Commander.
Aim well, hit hard. Geez, I hope there are no hills in the way. They'll hear it coming.
Ready and able. You'll rest when you're dead.
The sky is ours. Fighter squadron reporting in.
Bomb chute loaded to the brim.
We fight together, we die together.
Our knives are sharp.
Aim well, hit hard.
Fighters of the Soviet Air Force.
Frontoviki awaiting orders. Moving to position.
Beware of ambushes. Getting into an ambush delays the offensive and burdens your units with unnecessary losses. To avoid being ambushed, you should first use reconnaissance to scout the route you are going to follow and locate enemy troops, so they cannot take you by surprise.
All bombs are girls' best friends.
Tank crew awaiting orders.
Guns of the Soviet Union.
Ready to do our part for the victory. Casting shadows.
Flying like a bird. Wish Ma and Pa could see this.
Motherland's armor! Blast them! Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing.
Recon team ready.
Fighter squadron reporting in.
Bomber squadron awaiting orders. Unload the bombs!
It's a tough job, but the view is 1,000,000 rubles. Say your prayers.
No keeping us on the home front.
Packed with proletarian fury. Orders received. Moving.
Tank busters, armed and ready.
What is your command? We don't need roads. We're in a tank. Where to now, Comrade Commander? Tank crew awaiting orders. Taking aim.
They won't hear it coming. The Japanese counterattack was repelled. They took huge losses.
Excellent, Comrade Zhukov. Let the samurai learn that anyone who stands in the path of the Red Army will surely be crushed.
At once, Comrade Commander.
What is your command? We don't need roads. We're in a tank. What is your command? Tanks ain't afraid of no dirt.
What is your order? Recon team awaiting orders. Oh, I see you. No hesitation.
Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. Understood. Tank crew on standby.
Our knives are sharp.
Let's find some enemy planes to shoot. On our way! Hope our folks back home are all right.
It's a tough job, but the view is 1,000,000 rubles.
Standing by for orders. Ready to roll all over them.
They'll learn to fear us. Watch the smoke rise. All guns cleaned and pointed high. Understood.
What is your command? For the motherland! Load up!
Recon team awaiting orders.
What is your command? Blast them!
Swift and deadly. Our knives are sharp.
Stalin's tank killers have arrived.
Artillery standing by. Guns cleaned and ready.
Nobody expects a Soviet bombing raid. Bombs away! At once.
We can see the whole front from up here. Strafing them. Orders received. All systems normal. Should we expect resistance? The old men are going into battle. At once, Comrade Commander. Stalin's Falcons. They're running for their lives.
Ready to roll all over them. 2, 3, fire!
We'll blast them to pieces. Taking a new position.
We'll punch right through them. Push it!
Swift and deadly. We'll get there quietly.
Just keep enemy fighters off us. Rain down high explosives. Another mark for the hull. Moving to coordinates.
Tank crew awaiting orders. Making tracks.
They won't hear it coming. Recon team awaiting orders.
Just tell us the coordinates.
All systems normal. What's the weather forecast?
Bomb chute loaded to the brim.
Understood. What is your command? Just point the gun towards the enemy. Tank reporting for duty. What is your command? For the motherland! Load up!
Aim well, hit hard. Open fire!
Our knives are sharp.
We'll punch right through them.
Ready to down some planes. Hit them!
It's a tough job, but the view is a million rubles. Heard you, Comrade Commander.
Aerial bombs are girls' best friends. Moving to a new quadrant.
Stalin's Falcons. Yes, Comrade Commander.
We're almost out of bombs.
The sky is ours. Bird of Steel going in for the kill. Angle of approach corrected.
We fight together, we die together.
Anti-tank gun, awaiting orders. Confirmed casualties. We've got new orders.
Our knives are sharp.
We found the operational plans the Japanese command will use for military aggression against Mongolia and the Soviet Union in the future.
Excellent, Comrade Zhukov. Send those documents to Moscow immediately. Make them top secret, for mine and Comrade Stalin's eyes only. We fight together, we die together.
What is your order? Swift and deadly.
I dropped out of pilot school. Ironic. Open fire! You can hide, but you can't run from a shell. Crew, our comrades need us elsewhere. Aim well, hit hard.
Sky is clear. Good day for a fight.
Pay attention, this isn't flight school anymore.
We fight together, we die together. Just point the gun towards the enemy. Opening fire! Where to now, Comrade Commander? Motherland's armor! Just point the gun towards the enemy. Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. Tanks ain't afraid of no dirt. Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing.
Guns cleaned and ready. I dropped out of pilot school. Ironic.
Swift and deadly. Pick your targets and fire.
No mercy for the imperialists. We've got new orders.
Flak battery, awaiting orders. Guns cleaned and ready. Moving out.
Bomb chute loaded to the brim. En route.
Your orders? No hesitation. All systems normal. Should we expect resistance? The old men are going into battle. Heard you, Comrade Commander.
No keeping us on the home front.
Tank crew on standby. Tank reporting for duty. They'll regret coming to our land. Just point the gun towards the enemy.
Bomb chute loaded to the brim. Open the bomb chute. We're on our way.
Fighters of the Soviet Air Force.
You're done for.
Tank crew awaiting orders.
Aim well, hit hard.
Chewing through ammo fast. Damn, it's cold up here. Heard you, Comrade Commander.
Here to keep the sky clear.
When in doubt, improvise.
Tank reporting for duty.
Aim well, hit hard.
Ready to roll all over them.
Drop them.
Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. Ready to roll all over them.
Bomb squadron awaiting orders. Target confirmed. Hit them. At once.
Motherland's armor.
You can hide, but you can't run from a shell.
Motherland's armor.
Chewing through ammo fast. Chewing through ammo fast. Chewing through ammo fast. You're done for.
Standing by for orders. Another win for the motherland.
Our troops are in full control of Jinjin Sume. We captured some very interesting trophies, specifically Japanese armored flamethrower vehicles. They could come in handy when we have to storm enemy fortifications.
Excellent. Now the Japanese won't dare step into Mongolian territory from that direction, and we have Japanese flamethrowers. Now is the time to smoke the Japanese out of Mongolia once and for all.
Swift and deadly.
Soviet bombers ready for duty.
Need to rearm. Through ammo fast.
The old men are going into battle.
Orders received.
We're almost out of bombs. Rain down high explosives. Moving to coordinates.
Damn, it's cold up here.
Strafing them.
Orders received.
Where to now, Comrade Commander? Tank crew on standby. For the motherland! Load up! Target destroyed! Excellent shooting!
Our troops have secured the Mongolian state border. We have routed the samurai from Mongolian territory.
The Japanese militarists now know the taste of Red Army bayonets. Just like the song says, from the northern tundra to the British seas, the Red Army is the strongest. The glorious fighters of the Red Army have driven the Japanese militarists out of Mongolia. You have won a glorious victory, Comrade Zhukov. Our great leader and the Mongolian government send their congratulations.
After the initial failures in air combat against the Japanese, the Soviet Air Force sent its best pilots and new I-16 fighter planes to reinforce its troops in Mongolia. Soon after, the Soviet pilots established air superiority. Some of the best enemy pilots were shot down.